You know, it'll be a year, November 29th. That's the date. You know those dates, like where were you when JFK died? Where were you when the man on the moon? I'll never forget what date it was when Corey, you know, you hear explosion and you have no idea.
They said like that this was gonna be fine. And I guess I just like have to believe them when they say that, because I don't think this is gonna be fine at all.
That was the scariest phone call I've ever gotten in my life.
The house we were at, it was like a 1-bedroom studio apartment. It was mainly in the kitchen, so I got like thrown back against the wall, and the wall I was laying against separated from the house. Right when it happened, it was just like fire rolled under me, and I woke up and I was just like skin hanging off my arms and everything. I was screaming right when I opened my eyes. All I remember was like, just get out of the house, just get out of the house. That was the first thing that clicked. It just all happened so fast. Just hit the ground, rolled and rolled and rolled. That whole time, all I kept hearing was just like boom, 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 other things exploding in the house. And then I just saw the water heater shoot through the roof. I remember just running to a car. Like out of all that, there was like one car on the highway right next to the house. Just ran over to the car and jumped in. I was just trying to like think about like not going into shock and like trying to breathe and try to relax.
And they took Corey to the hospital in San Francisco, burn unit.
There's been an explosion and Corey's burned.
The first 3 days was like a blur. I was so drugged up, and my face had like swollen. They had no idea like as far as like whether I was going to be able to see.
I could recognize that it was Corey, but he was very swollen, bandaged up.
A couple of my friends started showing up, and I mean, it was hard just to like see all of them and like know that like it was bad. Just like every time somebody else walked in, like to see their face and like.
Corey's face looked pretty bad. It's pretty emotional. I tried to just keep everything light. I told you that your face was going to be okay, that it was all going to peel off, and it would look fine, but really I didn't know.
He definitely has a lot of love and support, and even the nurse said his heart rate would go down when I came to the room.
My mom wouldn't even let me see my own face. I mean, I remember I kept asking her for a mirror like every day for the first week. And then she's like, oh, I don't have one. Oh, they don't have those here, or something like that. And I was just like, just let me see a mirror. Like, I just want to know. I looked in the mirror and I was like, holy shit. I mean, my face, like, I looked like something out of like a zombie movie. It was one of the most extreme things I like, dealt with.
The 3 surgeries he had and the grafting, they had to take all the way around the thighs, so they did use his own skin.
The last week I was there, they had to give me OxyContin to wean me off what they were giving me beforehand, just to wean me off.
He was out the 23rd of December, so he was my Christmas present.
It was kind of crazy because I became like so accustomed to being in the hospital and just like them doing everything for me.
I think for the staff to see just within weeks how much he progressed and healed. And yes, he's young and he's healthy, and that does make a difference. But I think attitude has a lot to do with it. Probably 95%.
I mean, he was still, Corey was the best person to handle the situation. He was always in high spirits like the whole time.
I went home with Percocet. I didn't want to take the Oxy home. They gave me the prescription for it, so I got the Percocet. I took Percocet for about 2.5 days and just stopped. And then went through withdrawals for about 2 weeks.
But the first like few days, it was like kind of nice because I felt like a sense of freedom again. That wasn't like in the hospital. It was just nice to get back out to the coast and like take pictures and kind of feel like I was part of the surf scene again. Like that was like my biggest ambition. Like anytime I've ever gotten hurt, it's just always thought about getting back in the water. That's all I want to do. It took like about 5.5, 6 months. My doctor finally gave me the okay to go surf. The next day, like that morning, I just went surfing with Rhodey. I was so weak though. Like God, like just paddled out and like caught like 2 waves. Like, this is amazing. But it was just like so worked. But I was so happy. It made me feel like I got my life back finally. Just being able to surf just took away everything. And that's all I wanted. That's like basically all I wanted, was just to be able to surf again.
And he said he went to a support group and he felt like he was counseling everyone. That's just how he is.
They try to like talk to you about like what it's going to be like being like a burn like survivor. You need to find something that you can concentrate on that like really makes you happy. They said it would probably take about a year, a little over a year, to like kind of recover from having to wear these garments and like my face and everything. And then after that, they said it'd be about 2 years full recovery. They said about in like another month or 2, I won't have to wear these anymore, and it'll be just kind of like my face, just put sunblock on it every day. A year and a half from now, like in a sense, it'll be like it never happened.
You'll have scars inside and out, you know, but it definitely gives you appreciation for your life and what you do have.
So basically my plan now is that I was gonna go travel and sail.
He wants to go sailing, and he wants to, and life goes on, and that's what's great. He's like a hero, you know, inspires me.